I'm like, hey, what's up, hello? Since your pretty ass told me she came in the door. I just wanna chill, got a sack for us to roll. Married to the money, introduced it to my soul. Showed her how to win.
What's good? What's up, Messy Mob? It's your girl, Messy Maya, and I'm back again with another motherfucking video. Like I said, it's the consistency for me. Please don't play with me. So this is part 2 of the little 2-part series of 6 OG bad girls who ruin their reputations on baddies. Part 2. Because why are these OG bad girls going to Zeus and fucking up their reputation? Let's talk about it. So in the first part, we talked about Christina, we talked about Miss Cat, and we talked about Tanisha. On this part 2, we are going to be talking about Bri, Sarah, and Persuasion. I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's go ahead and get into it. And don't forget to watch the first part. Let's go. So first, we're going to be getting into Miss Sarah Oliver. Yes, Sarah from Bad Girls Club Season 11. Let's not get it twisted. Sarah was on the worst season of Bad Girls Club. But that's not her fault that the Bad Girls Club producers casted her on the worst fucking season. But best believe she was the best thing to come out of that season. So before we talk about how she went on Baddies ATL and showed her ass, let's just go ahead and take a trip down memory lane just to remind ourselves why she was a fan favorite in the first place.
No, she didn't. Oh, I said no, she didn't. Well, I'm looking from back here. I can tell it isn't.
Sit your ass back there. Nobody's talking to you.
I'm looking at those tracks.
You, Gigi.
What I'm saying is, last time you have a problem with me. I don't have a problem with you.
But do you have a problem with me?
So I do a little bit.
Who's the troublemaker amongst the group?
Me?
I knew that.
There's no lying, sugarcoating it. I do what I say and I say what I say.
Oh, you do? You do what she says, bitch!
This is the Bad Girls Club. Who has house meetings? Whatever. Boring Girls Club, house meeting. Okay, cool.
It's a pig!
No, it's bitch, it's a rhino.
We just think it's time for you to go home.
Okay, well, I'm not going home.
Nobody likes you.
That's fine.
Got in a fight with the tallest girl in the house and the thickest girl in the house.
At this point, I'm fed up. All these bitches need to shut the up.
What, I got a bruise on my titty? Who the hit somebody in the titty? Like, y'all hating because I got nice titties?
Nobody's gonna do by themselves. It's 6 against 1, and they're all scared of me.
This bad girl's a believer. Was he my boyfriend?
Say what you want about Sarah now, but Sarah was absolutely iconic on her season. Like I said, I really feel like she was the best thing to come out of her season because season 11 was fucking atrocious. And the truth is, I still, to this day, I feel like they were jealous of Sarah. So not only was Sarah... Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, so maybe they weren't jealous of Sarah because Sarah did have a mouth on her. I'm not gonna lie. And Sarah's not innocent. She's not completely innocent. But the truth is that whether they were jealous of her or not, so I'm not going to be quick to say they were jealous, but whether they were jealous or not, it was really just the fact that Sarah stood 10 toes down on everything that she said. She was very outspoken and they just could not handle that shit. They could not handle a bitch like Sarah. They could not handle her mouth. Which tells me a lot about them. It's like you're so insecure within your own skin that you see a bold, confident woman that stands 10 toes down on everything that she says. And she's very bold and she's, you know what I'm saying? She says how she feels when she feels it. And y'all hate that shit. That's really what it was. They couldn't take Sarah. But yeah, Sarah was the best thing to come out of that season, honestly. So let's go ahead and talk about Baddies ATL. On Baddies ATL, okay, Sarah was just not Sarahing. Sarah was just not Sarahing. She just wasn't herself. I don't know what it was. Oh, I know what it was. It was Natalie. So she was so far up Natalie's ass and so stuck on being a true, genuine friend to Natalie that Natalie was not that same kind of friend to her. And I feel like it drove her insane. Yes. So this drove Sarah to become she was like her outspoken self, her regular outspoken self, but like times 20. Like, I'm talking about like, bitch, I'm talking about like Natalie is like talking to somebody and then Sarah chimes in the conversation and starts crying out of nowhere and starts talking about how she's such a good friend to Natalie. It was just so fucking annoying. Like, Sarah, shut the fuck up. Shut up. And then that whole situation when she fought Seven. Man, let's just go ahead and roll the clip.
No, you need to watch who you're
watch
talking
who you
to. I'm
talking
a grown-ass woman.
Because I'm not none of these girls. Mind your fucking business.
I'm a grown-ass woman.
If I'm speaking to the collective, bitch, I'm not
I'm
talking
speaking
to you.
to everybody,
Because you've been getting on my fucking nerves.
I don't care,
Because you was talking shit last night, and your stupid ass think I don't know.
About what?
And I'll slap the
About
fuck
what?
out
No,
you if I didn't think your white ass
you
would call the
wasn't.
fucking police, bitch.
No.
Sarah. Q, shut the fuck up.
Not at all. I've been
Fuck
in
you
most
talking
fights
about.
in the history
Okay, yeah,
of this
fuck
show.
well, you ain't been in a
did
fight
like
like
2
this, bitch.
episodes.
I'll slap the
Yes,
shit
I
out of
have.
you. I'll
I
slap the
sell
shit
hair
out
and
of you.
skincare.
And
I
I'll
don't need to
slap
fight.
the
I'm
shit
a
out of you.
grown-ass
Bitch,
woman.
fuck you talking to?
No.
So that's just a little clip of how Sarah was the entire season. Like, the way that she was dick riding Natalie this season of Baddies ATL was ridiculous. Not only was she dick riding Natalie and literally chiming in every conversation that Natalie had with anyone else, she would always chime in and just make it about her. It's like, you are clearly being a friend to Natalie that she's not being back. She is not reciprocating that same energy. So it was just so annoying to watch because this is not the Sarah that I remember. The Sarah that I remember was the bitch who was against the whole house, standing 10 toes by herself. But this Sarah is so fucking dependent on Natalie and so focused on being Natalie's friend, and that she made it her whole personality on the show. So what you seen with when she fought Seven. So Seven was talking to the collective. She was talking to the whole house. She was basically saying what the whole world was thinking at the time. She was like, this shit is just so disorganized. There's no plan. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. And she was saying, like, I left my house for this. I left my son for this. And Sarah fucking butting in the conversation as always, trying to make it about her, literally. And Seven was telling her, bitch, I am not talking to you. I am talking to everybody. Stop trying to make it about you. Stop being a fucking baby. Stop making it about you like a child. Sarah just kept pushing her. That was just a little clip. But they were arguing for a little bit before Seven eventually ran up on her. Sarah just kept talking and picking and picking and picking. It's almost like she wanted Seven to fight her. It was so fucking weird. But yeah, Sarah was so fucking annoying this season. I feel like her quitting the show and honestly not coming to the reunion and just exposing Natalie for the narcissistic fake ass friend that she is was the best move for her, because I feel like that is really what made the fans fall in love with her again. But yeah, Baddies ATL was doing Sarah no justice in my opinion. But I still love her till this day. I'm very glad that she has nothing else to do with Zeus. It was very iconic just for her to come back on Baddies South and ruffle Natalie's feathers and basically eat her up real quick. But yeah, so I love Sarah till this day. Baddies ATL did nothing for her reputation wise. If anything, I feel like it diminished her reputation, but not too much because I still like her. Let me know how y'all feel about Sarah now in the comments, and let me know how y'all felt about her when she originally debuted on Bad Girls Club. I'm not even going to front. I don't even know why I put Persuasion in this lineup. Only because I really didn't like Persuasion on Bad Girls Club, nor did I like her on Baddies. I felt like she was a bully on Bad Girls Club. Okay. And then I feel like once she realized her bully behavior, or when one of her little friends went home for being a bully, I feel like she realized what she was doing when it was a little too late, because it's honestly like the damage is done. You already done bullied this girl, and now you trying to, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, on Bad Girls Club, I felt like she was wishy-washy. I felt like she's just a wishy-washy ass bitch. I feel like she was a bully on Bad Girls Club. I feel like she tried to have that bully energy on Baddies, and then it got her put in a fucking sink. But let's talk about it. I don't care for her on either shows, but I'm not going to be biased. I'm still going to show what I think are her best moments.
I've been a bad girl my whole life, so really the word bad girl doesn't define me. I defined it.
Behold the power of persuasion.
I was in the Navy. Y'all better watch out. I had so much time on my hands, and I was like, I want to make some more money. So I started dancing. I was living a double life, and it was kind of fun. My butt is huge. Like, this is why people love me.
Your breasts smell like Patron.
We're having a good time. I didn't
No, that wasn't a good time. Only time y'all gonna hear me doing something is like this. With my vibrator. I can't have sex with random people. I'm a germophobic. Every time we talk about something, you make it about Winter or Caleb. I knew you was ready, man.
Did you just fart on me? What?
Nothing is ever about you. What makes you so damn special? Where are you? It's just got poppin'. She did it. So I love her genuinely. But at the end of the day, my gang, I love them.
So she went on Bad Girls Club at 25 with that bully mentality. And at 32, 7 years later, she went back on Baddies South with the same mentality until she had to get humbled inside the sink, girl. So if you guys don't remember, I mean, of course you remember. Everybody remembers. Like, even if you didn't watch the show, you remember because it went viral all over the place. Anyways, Persuasion was just picking at Krishan. Okay? The whole first episode picking at Krishan. Every time Krishan would speak or do anything, she would make faces at Krishan, okay? Until it got up to the point, and Krishan was low-key warning her. She was like, y'all need to line it up or shut up. You know what I'm saying? Krishan was warning her throughout the day when she was making her little slick remarks. Up until that end of the day when they was all drinking and they was all in the kitchen, child. And Rolly Messy Ass was like, who said Krishan was dirty? And Persuasion said what had happened was, I didn't say she was dirty. I just said that you don't clean up after yourself. Boop, 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 boop. Straight in the sink. And then she reveals her insecurities reveal itself. And she reveals basically why she was picking on Krishan the whole fucking time. Because she quote unquote had sex with Blueface. Sat on his face. All that other shit. We're not going to get into it, though, because that's still alleged. We still don't even know if that was true or if she was trying to get under Krishan's skin. But still, the fact that one of the first insults after she hits you is that you have to bring up her man just lets me know that, bitch, you're jealous. And I don't know why, because Blueface be embarrassing the fuck out of her. So I don't even know why that would even be like, why you would even be proud to announce that you fucked him and sat on his face. Like, that is not a fucking accomplishment, boo. Like, me, personally, I'm a girl's girl. So, any nigga that's dogging out his girl publicly, the way that Blueface does Krishan, I would never sit up there at 32, at that big-ass age, 32, and sit here, not saying that 32 is old, because I'm not saying that. When I say big ass age, because I say that a lot on this channel. When I say big ass age, I mean, bitch, you're too old to be doing that. mature a little bit, okay? We're not in high school no more. That's what I mean at your big ass age. Because I say at my big ass age all the time and I'm only 23. Anyways, that's besides the point. So you're telling me, so like I said, I'm a girl's girl. So I would never sit there at the ripe age of 32 years old, because that's how old Persuasion was at the time. And I would never sit there and brag about sitting on a man's face. The same man that sits here and dog out this girl every single week. And I know that. And I'm sitting here like, yeah, I fucked your man while y'all were together. And I sat on his face. I would never do that. Because it makes you look stupid. Very stupid. Worse than Krishan, actually. And all it does, whether it's true or not, is it just tells everybody that you're a fucking groupie. Like, she did herself no justice in that argument. And besides that one fight, just throughout the season, she was just lame as fuck to me. Lame as fuck. The only part where she wasn't lame was when she beat up Ann on Baddies South, because I was very glad when she did that, because Ann was also getting on my nerves. But after a while, on Baddies South, you can really just tell that Persuasion was over it. She was over the experience. She was over everything. Every time the camera pointed at her, she looked depressed and she looked like she was ready to go home. So to me, Persuasion was a waste of space, but she was the reasons why we got one of the most iconic Baddies fights in Baddies history. All right, so let's move on to the next person. And let me know in the comments how y'all felt about Persuasion on Bad Girls Club and how y'all feel about her now. Do y'all feel like she made her reputation worse? Especially at the reunion when Krishan ran up on her again and baby, you didn't do anything. So it's like, even after the show, so basically Persuasion was talking her shit during the show. Okay. She apologized during the show. They were cool for the rest of the show, as it may have seemed. But once she got the backlash, she started talking shit online again and then acted oblivious as to why Krishan was running up on her and talking over her and basically talking shit about her and calling her out on her shit at the reunion. Yeah, I really don't care for Persuasion. But again, let me know how you feel about her in the comments, and let's go ahead and move on to the next bad girl. So the next bad girl that I feel like kind of ruined her reputation on Baddies, she was on Baddies South. It is Bri from Bad Girls Club Season 17, aka Barbie from the Block. I loved Bri on her season. She was the perfect replacement. Honestly, she really should have been an original in my opinion. Let me know how y'all feel about her. So let's talk about it. So Bri was a stripper. She was very open and honest about it. She didn't make it her whole personality, but you know, it was a big part of her life. She was bold. She was not afraid of anybody. She stood 10 toes on everything she said. And she was not, like I said, she just wasn't afraid of anybody. And when I say anybody, I mean anybody. Sometimes I do feel like she was a little picky and choosy on Bad Girls Club. So when I say picky and choosy, again, she was not afraid of anybody, but I feel like some energy that she had with some people, she didn't have with others. But when it still came down to them fighting, she always stood 10 toes down. Let's go ahead and get into her highlights.
Baby. I'm bougie as I'm letting you know right now, I'm bougie as hell. But I just look like this. I'm Barbie from the block. She's stomping around on the wood for what? Stop being petty, bro. It was one set. I don't know how many set of feet that I heard do. I don't know if it's 2 feet, 4 feet, or 6 feet. At the end of the day, you know you lead this shit. So when y'all associate something, associate it as one person. I don't know how many people it was. That's why I came in here and talked to all y'all. You don't have to do all that. It is what it is. So I'm gonna go smoke. You lead all of this. Don't nobody lead me. If you got a problem, so then don't act like she needs you. But I didn't come for you. If I came for you, you would know I was coming for you. They lead you. If I came for you, you would know I came for you. Period. You don't know me right now. If I came for you, you would know I was coming for you. Don't speak on shit about me. Are you done? Don't speak on shit about me. Have a nice night. You heard me. Sweet dreams. I know I'm good. You seen her walk away? I'm just waiting for one of these girls to do some stupid shit, and as soon as you do something I don't like, I just... It is wow. It doesn't matter if you feel like you were being loud or if you don't feel like you were being loud. You were being loud, so I let you know.
Whether I feel like I was loud.
But I'm letting you know I was trying to sleep and you were being loud, so I heard you.
So, but I got that.
So I came at you respectfully about it the first time. Right or wrong?
All right, bro.
Yeah. But the 7 bitches live in a house together, so I feel like some shit might pop off.
God, drama started.
I got pissed so bad. Give me the bottle. I don't give a. Oh my God, there's piss everywhere. Oh my God. You can laugh. I don't give a because I fight bitches, and I'm gonna pull my hair back just in case.
I can't.
Since you want to talk about how funny and nasty I am, bitch. Okay, you gonna see how nasty I am. Let me put some Spanx on. You're not gonna make me look like no dirty ass bitch.
You need to prove yourself.
What's up? Bitch, listen, Kiki, please, I really don't want you to get involved. Kiki, I really don't want you to get involved. Bitch, you got me up. You live with your mom and dad, you broke bartending bitch. Come on, baby. I don't want to fight you. I don't have a problem.
But I feel like I gotta defend her. What the can I do?
And defend her.
Okay, well, I'll bitch. Bitch, can't secure you, dumbass.
Watch out, she getting loose.
Come on, bitch.
Bitch, you want to be an escort for the rest of your life? Because that's what you're gonna be.
I'm not an escort. I'm a stripper.
You're gonna be. Yeah, right. That's why there's a video online right now. No. Bitch, I swear to God, I'm gonna kill that bitch.
I need to go to the nail salon tomorrow.
Like, yo, seriously?
So why is she still out there talking shit?
She ain't talking shit. Go out there and see.
No, because
But you asked me why I'm talking shit.
So I'm here talking about don't be in my bro, don't be in my face. Don't be in my face.
You up in this hotel room because I'm mad at some other shit.
My face. I know what you're going through.
So don't
what I say.
Don't put your hands up.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's cheap. Why would you do that? Cheap. Why would you do that?
I just told her I don't want to smoke.
And I'm not saying that Bri ruined her reputation as a whole, but come on, did Baddies South really help Bri? Like, who's really checking for Bri now? Come on. And here's the thing about these Bad Girls fan favorites, okay? These OG Bad Girls who were fan favorites at one time. I feel like all of them are not meant to come back to reality TV. I feel like you've been doing you for so long. Keep doing you. You're still going to have your fan base. But it's like you come back on reality TV, a whole different person, when a lot of people were expecting you to still be the same, which is clearly, of course, unrealistic. Okay? And I'm not saying that this is me in this case, because I still like Bri. But a lot of the fans who watch Baddies South really didn't care for her like that. So clearly, you could see the difference from when Bri was on Bad Girls Club and when she was on Baddies South. She's a lot more reserved. She's a lot more quiet. She kind of faded into the background. When she was on Bad Girls Club, she was younger. She just demanded attention. She demanded attention. She was going to get it. She definitely had like main character energy on Bad Girls Club. But when she went on Baddies South, I feel like she quickly faded into the background. After her fight with Ann, I honestly forgot that she was on the show many times. And I know y'all are going to come for me because I said the same thing about Kat, okay? But here's my thing. I don't feel like you could like go on Baddies and your whole personality has to be you fighting and being messy. But I mean, if you've grown up and you're not fighting or being messy, be the comedic relief, you know, be funny, be in everybody's face, but show us your personality. Like, I feel like even though Zeus shows these girls in bad lights because they're entertaining drama and they're being messy and they're fighting all the time, if you don't want to do that, I feel like you should at least bring something else to the show. be the funny person, you know? But she was like, she had no role. Like, she wasn't the mediator. She wasn't the peacemaker. She wasn't the comedic relief. It's like, her timeline was this. She came on the show and asked her if she was an escort. And everybody felt for her because everybody was like, okay, why are you asking her that? Leave her alone. Everybody was on her side. Cool. Okay. Bri really didn't say anything. And again, to me, there's a difference between growing up and being a punk. And I feel like in that moment, she was kind of being a punk. Because Anne just wouldn't let it go. You could at least tell her to shut the fuck up. Like, at least. Even if you didn't want to fight her. So the girls confront you about it later in that day. They're pumping your head up. They're getting in your head, right? So now you're like, oh, yeah, I can't be a punk on TV. I don't know if the Zeus producers got in her head, but I damn sure know that those girls got in her head because Rolly was like, I would never let a bitch come up to me and question what I do in front of everybody. You know what I'm saying? Because Anne basically punked her that day. So this is the timeline. Probably like the next day or two, they travel to the next city. So she borrowed Natalie's tennis shoes. And on their way to the bus to go to the next city, she calls out Anne and fights her. But I feel like even the look on her face, I'm not going to say she looked scared. And I even will say that because later that day, she was like, yeah, Anne is so tall. So I was a little nervous. And I'm like, oh my God, this is not the Bri that I know. This is not. So anyways, it just looked so forced. It didn't even, an unpopular opinion, Bri did not whoop Anne. Like Natalie said, the grass won. So it's like y'all sitting here pumping this girl head up. She did not win that fight. And the fight felt super forced. Because here's my thing. If you were mad that she came for you, why didn't you initially fight her on the sprinter or fight her when y'all first got in the house when she initially came for you? Why did you wait 1 to 2 days later after everybody got in your ear? It's just very weak to me. It's giving you need people to pump you up to fight. So again, this has nothing to do with her growing up because at the end of the day, she still fought about it. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like she just dismissed it altogether. She still fought. So it's nothing about her, quote unquote, growing up. It's just, in order for you to fight this girl, you had to have people pump you up and get in your ear. And then when you fought her, you didn't even win. You ran up on her, and I feel like you didn't even win. You didn't beat the shit out of her. She didn't have no scratches on her face. Me personally, I feel like Bri did not get the best of Anne. I didn't feel like Anne got the best of Bri. Again, the grass was slippery. I feel like the grass won. The grass took them down, and security broke it up immediately. And after that fight, Bri literally faded into the background for the rest of the season, came back for Baddies West auditions to judge, and then she wanted to pop her shit and act the way that she was acting on Bad Girls Club season 17. So here's my thing. It's either you grew up or you didn't. So you were boring as fuck on the show, right? You were boring as hell on the show. Clearly, again, somebody got in your ear because at the Baddies West auditions, you was popping your shit to the contestants. Which one is it? Which one is it? Which one is it? I don't know. But again, I still like Bri. I don't really take this reality TV shit too serious. I still like her. I just feel like Baddies South really didn't do shit for her. It didn't. It didn't. It didn't. I'm sorry. Let me know how y'all feel about this in the comments. It's Messy Maya. Bye.
I swear I love her.